Hey guys, and welcome to the Mysteries of Selindor, episode 15?
16.
16. Who knows anymore, man? All right,
15
well,
plus math.
welcome episode 16. We're a little bit low on cameras today, so just get used to it. You won't get to see that beautiful face of. Basically, we could be pretending. Babe, you're muted already.
Oh shit. I did press the button, it just didn't unmute as usual. I was just complaining about all the dude faces.
Yeah, you're gonna see all these dude faces and no pretty lady faces. Basically, our stock just went down to zero. Uh,
How did we get negative viewers?
How did
What?
we get any negatives? Anyways, we're also missing Grim today because Thanksgiving hit him, as it does other people, and he just totally forgot about it. Okay, so jumping into last week, nothing happened, nothing of note. Let's just move on to this week. No, I'm just kidding. No, they fucking staged a coup and won, is what they did last week. They finished fighting at the top of the main tree of Grambulala village and even Spartan kicked Grambala, the sovereign of the village, off of the fucking 300-foot tall tree, to which he
That
fell
was
straight into
awesome.
the yard and exploded. Everybody knew it was him. With what was left, even though he was mostly just a greasy spot, it was enough for them to be like, "Oh shit, the emperor's dead." Not emperor. That denotes that they like have an empire, which they do not. Anyways, so he died. They then fucking exploded everybody except for one guard who wants to commit seppuku. And they got the prince to go claim the sword of his father, declare himself the new leader, tell them that he killed the king, and then tell everybody to go to bed for the night, which everybody did. However, upon waking up in the morning, the promise that was made by Bropsy was fulfilled. She gave the small little, like almost obsidian-like amethyst needle to
Seti?
to Seti. Sorry, I saw somebody booped. It was our "we're going live" thing. To Seti, and as promised, Lady Hyacinth changed the colors of everybody there and made it seem like you guys were in the like jailbird cells. I want to call them jailbird cells because they're like bird cages.
The stocks.
Right. So there's just like completely unrealistic versions of you dancing around in there, literally dancing in there. And then upon the morning, you all came to find yourselves surrounded by some strangely changed Grung. Specifically being woken up by a rainbow Prudgy, and continuing on, you found a lot of not like everybody had changed, but some you could recognize, others you couldn't until they started talking to you. There, in fact, even upon arriving in the throne room where we currently are, with the exception of Seti, which I forgot entirely about all that. With the exception of Seti, you find yourselves in the throne room, accompanied by Sungba, who looks like a fucking tiger. The prince, who is like, his skin is now purple and blue with like gold scrolling all over his body. It looks like a fucking fancy fella. And then you see the, I guess the queen mother or the king. Is it the queen mother? Is that what they would call him now? Who is matching colors with the red lady, neither of which whom is red anymore, but they have wings, which has yet to be explained yet as well. So we're going to open up with that. You guys are sitting in this throne room with some crazy looking frogs. All right. Just some crazy fucking looking frogs. And you have just been invited in. This is all you guys now.
So wait, who all is in here with us?
Taking stock of everybody that you can see around, there are a couple of honor guards who are not all red anymore. There's the prince, who I have described for you. There's the red lady. So there's Lulu and Bibu, which are the queen and the red lady, respectively.
I thought one of them was Gigi.
Gigi, not Lulu. Gigi, thank you. Gigi and Bibu. That's it. Gigi and Bibu. Gigi Gum. Lady Gigi Gum. Yeah, so Gigi. So you've got those two there, and then looking behind, you can see lurking in the shadow, sort of standing there off to the side, you can see like red eyes beetly in the corner, and you see a little bit of flapping of cloak. He's just kind of like standing on like this back section behind the throne room, like still out of sight, hiding in the darkest corner of the room. That's who's there right now.
Yeah.
Well, welcome. I know it's been a strange evening. How did you all fare? You look the same.
I slept like a rock. Just kind of stretches a little bit.
Very, very good.
Yep, we had a pretty good sleep, I think.
Good. Well, we have a lot of business to take care of. I expect you're all going to take responsibility for all this. Seeing as I agreed with you that we should change the ways, and circumstances forced me into taking a leadership role. But more importantly, I'm not really sure how to administrate a new society from scratch. So a bit of help to get started would be nice. And that's what I mean by take responsibility. I have already had my honor guard, the ones that are not present, going and freeing all of the servants and administering what aid we can to try to alleviate them of their addiction to our poisons.
Wow, that's very kind of you.
Yes, that will take some time, however, but they will be released once they have all rehabilitated. That's about as far as I've gotten. And then from then on, I've come to a very specific realization that a monarchy is probably not the best for our village, but I'm not sure what else to do. I've read books about the different ruling types, but they never worked really in human kingdoms to this point. Mostly just in villages.
The majority of the kingdoms I'm aware of are all led by monarchies.
Yes. Thing is, I'd like to retain the title of monarch, if that was a way to keep people in line, of course. But I don't think that I would be the best leader just by myself. Is there a way we could?
And Seti and Krubja come marching in. Just kidding.
Well, nobody talk at once.
I mean, in my village, the person in charge had advisors who knew more about things that he didn't and helped govern through proxy.
Right, advisors. I would like some. Would you like to be advisors? Well, you don't want to stay here, though.
That
Look, see, this is the kind of things that I find difficult. So anyways, you can take your time this morning and try to figure that out. Meanwhile, I believe, Red Lady, it's fine. It's perfectly fine to address me simply by my name, or you can call me Bibu, as those that are fond of me call me. Quite an exhilarating morning, isn't it? Anyways, the only business I have with you before you get to these duties is I have those children. They are in my abode, and they are well rested and they have been fed. It's up to you whether you would like to take them with you if you leave here, or if you want to leave them here for safety until you find a good place for them to be. So come to me when you've made a decision on that. Other than that, I say that was quite an action-packed evening that I missed. Quite sad, actually. That I mean, ignorance is bliss, though, am I right?
Probably.
Yes, my husband has died.
No.
That is very sad.
As she says with a grin on her face.
She's
So, anyways, all you guys think for a minute.
Wait. Can I give her a wink at that?
Sure. You can always wink at anybody at any time.
Yes, but does she notice?
Hell yeah, she notices.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she blushes. You can see pink rising in the orange. So take your time deliberating, and maybe if we're doing something with this advisors, maybe you could help pick out those you think might be useful to a new administration. I trust you all, and of course I'll have final say. And Boo? Yes, darling. Right. You have a lot of influence over the people. Would you like to be one? That involves a lot of work. Maybe keep me on reserve just in case. I'm not sure I want to make that decision just yet because, well, it sounds like a lot of doing, darling, and I have to get used to being able to fly, which is quite pleasant actually. So maybe I won't be staying here long. Certainly seem to have opened up a whole new world for myself. When do you say so, Gigi? Yes. And they kind of look at each other sheepishly. So, you guys go ahead and think about that out of character. Meanwhile, Seti, you are standing outside of the brood pond with Krebja, and Krebja had just walked away, I believe, or you chased him? I got lost on that.
Yeah, so we were actually walking back to the throne room together because I had convinced him that he should have a role to play in the...
That you did. That's where I was lost.
Yeah.
And then it was a politics day.
Never mind. Okay, then that's perfect. You do walk in now. Instead of you guys having time to think, she just walks in with Krebja. And Krebja, guys, holy fuck, he does not look like Krebja anymore.
They've seen him already, I think. That's why we parted ways.
Doesn't he look like the prince?
No, he looks kind of like a human almost.
He's a Battletoad.
Colors, I meant, though.
He has sort of like darker skin tone color, and then he's got like almost platinum colored scrolling, sort of silvery platinum colored scrolling designs all over his body. And then he's got a little platinum crown around his head.
And that's
first
the
advisor.
second one we've seen with the crown, right?
Well, you've seen multiples with the crown, but second one in this room with the crown. So as he walks through the door, he says, "Well, apparently I'm here for politics or some such. Another."
Hi.
You're muted again, babe.
No,
You
I'm
just
not.
Oh, we didn't hear anything.
Oh, shit. Well, I'll bring my mic closer and see if that helps. Anyway, Seti walks in, looking all proud, and she's like, yeah, so like, I don't know what everyone else was thinking, but I thought it would be really cool if a whole bunch of really qualified, awesome Grung got together and like governed together and stuff.
Well, we were sort of just discussing filling roles for advisors.
Perfect.
Which is similar to that.
Krabja, would you like to be an advisor?
I don't know what advising is, but
It's like you say things and people listen to you because you know what you're talking about.
oh, so it's like what it sounds like.
Yeah, keep it
Oh,
in mind.
The new monarch will need advisors for certain roles in the village.
You could be like hunting advisor or military advisor or having really nice muscles advisor.
I don't know much about military work, but I mean, like basically what I do now is I'm in charge of hunting. So what's the difference, really? Well, I guess the difference would be you would be instead of put at a lower station, instead you would be an equal part of participation on a council. Is that how this works? Like
Yeah,
that's how it works.
being a food gatherer, basically you're in charge. You are like part of the agricultural head. I'm using words that I've read in books, but I'm having a hard time stringing them together. Please help.
Well, you know, it could be if you wanted to do something different. That should be, you know, up to you. But also, like a council, there would be like votes and stuff. So it wouldn't just be hunts, but like if there was like a big threat to the village, like a Sawagin invasion or something, you would be able to have a say in what was happening.
That sounds like you're mixing up military and hunting. I think he would be in charge of hunting and food gathering and
Well, no, like not.
distribution of rations and.
I just pulled the first crisis out of my head, but you know, illness or like something that, you know, decisions that needed to be made that would affect everybody, including hunters.
Well,
Sure.
if you want to all figure that out, that would be great. I'm more than happy to help, but it may take a minute, and I hope you have time. So here's my suggestion, guys. We can do it out of character because discussing the whole thing in character. So I'm gonna write stuff
I have
down.
thoughts.
You guys figure out what council, advisor, whatever nonsense you want, and then who you not recommend for each position. You are designing a government, so
Well,
welcome to
like,
the mini game you didn't know you had.
let's, you know, bring in Bragag and the other one whose name I can never remember. And like, I don't know, was the blacksmith like a really good person, Litnir?
I mean, he knew his stuff. He
Okay.
may not want to be there, but he knew his stuff.
Did he like beat all the lesser Grung and stuff, or was he actually nice?
Only when they deserved it?
That doesn't tell.
Well, I mean, when you screw up, you screwed up, they did it wrong. It wasn't just because he wanted, punish them in any way, but I didn't really see it when I was there.
The pond mother should be here.
Okay, so to make things easier, because you can keep naming people all day. The question is, what are they gonna do?
I got some thoughts.
Share.
So I think Field Marshal Bragg should be military advisor.
Secretary of Defense.
What was the samurai guy's name again?
Sungba.
Songba. He should be security advisor. Does internal security.
Oh my God, is he like the CIA or NSA or
Secret Service,
Secret Service? Secret
basically.
Service.
Yep.
All right, so you recommend him for Secret Service.
Yep.
You can change the title to make more sense for frogs. Cute frog titles for these would be great.
Pond
hold on,
mother
hold
for
on.
Secretary of Education.
Shouldn't the Black Croak be the Secret Service?
No.
No, he's
Secret Service protects the monarch. The Black Croak is more like CIA.
yeah, he's the covert shit.
Secretary
He's the master of secrets.
of Education. Okay. Bragog, Secretary of Defense. Krebja.
Agriculture administrator. I don't know.
Well,
Food administrator.
yeah,
That's what
this
agriculture
is.
is.
I don't know what that is.
Tea gatherer.
It's not just hunts though, because they're probably also gonna want farming done too, right?
Well, they don't currently have any real farming
I mean,
there's
but
stuff that grows in the swamp that's tended to. It's like rice paddy kind of stuff.
Get some
is,
rice fields up in here.
Yeah, well, they've got some currently.
is everybody well fed already, or is it? Are there?
Actually, in character, yes. Well, they're more or less well fed. It could be better if it was. There's definitely an excess of stores that have been gathered.
The types
by
of foods were
rich-
caste-based, right?
Yes.
So that's going to be opened up.
Like the sashimi grubs, the delicacy hardly ever seen down below.
I think you need to open up some restaurants.
I mean, sure, free market economy, I suppose.
Well, we
don't
just
know.
want to make
I
sure
think we go
everybody
for-
has
It doesn't have to be
food.
free market, but you can come up with some sort of bartering system. You are going to need money if you want to deal with anyone beyond the village.
I suppose you're right. I was going to give all the money to you all, but I think that's probably the best choice, is to keep some money for ourselves.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, we don't need all of it.
Just like hits Arn like not hard, but just like.
Or it's not really about
And
money.
what would my title be?
That's the prince talking, right?
Yes, since you're throwing out all these.
Whatever you want it to be. King,
Am I-
monarch.
I'd still be the king. These would just be my advisors.
Yes.
Very well.
Advisors to the king.
King.
Technically, you would still get the final say, but you really should listen to your advisors.
Right. And what? So you recommended Krebja? Who's here? Yeah, I'm right here. Bragag, who I believe left. I haven't seen him since the change. Songba. Hello, Songba. Yes, of course. More than happy to serve. Good, great. The pond mother you recommended. I'm not familiar with her.
She takes care of all the children. She basically oversees the raising and the
That's
rearing
right.
of the kids.
That's right. I had met the pond mother. I didn't know that was her title. I just remembered. Yes, of course.
I think didn't she and Braga go off together?
Oh,
Did we see that? I don't know if that was in character. We saw that or not. But
are you saying the character? Yeah,
think
you
you did.
saw that as you were passing by. They were
okay.
kinda-
Might be a little
like-
preoccupied.
Anyways, is there anyone else that you would recommend?
We do need someone from the Artisans Guild. I don't know if that's what it's called here, but
And they may actually need a subgroup inside of that to determine.
well, and like enchanters or magicians, if you have any magic
Well,
users.
Orb Valis, I would most certainly recommend when it comes to the enchanting of items and such. But
could be the spiritual advisor of some sort.
well, he's not really a spiritual individual.
You know, it has to deal with magics and whatnot. Most magics are of a spiritual nature.
Said he
Part of-
snorts.
Part of your job and the council's job can also be to determine if you need more members, and if someone's not doing a good job, replacing them.
Well,
with
perhaps we could
with
just
them.
set up this council, and then from there we can make the decisions and change the society as we see fit. But do you think that these Krebja, Bragag, Sungba, and the Pond Mother are enough, or should we get more?
Might need a.
You do need one or two more. You want to make sure every
I would like to keep Orb Valis close to me, so I'm going to write him down.
Well, if you're going to be using money and stuff, you need somebody to manage all the money.
I'm more than happy to manage the money. If that's what we're talking about. Just until I
Who
feel
said-
for the fancy, says the red lady.
Well, you are very. I mean, if anybody's qualified.
To be honest
manage
with you, I'm
money-
fairly certain that I have 90% of the wealth of the village.
She's
anyway.
just the bank.
That sounds good to me.
So, Bibu.
everyone's used to giving her the stuff anyways. Might as well be the banker.
I mean,
Wait,
it's
I'm
very
supposed
nice
to give
have
you
all
my shinies. Okay.
Very nice having it all, but I don't really do anything with it.
That just
Of course, if I go on a journey,
That's exactly what banks are.
Banks are just there to hold people's wealth and make sure it doesn't disappear.
so I'm going to put Obvalis as head advisor because
That's the enchanter?
Yeah, because he's a personal friend of mine, and he helped me through all this, and well, apparently he was helping my brother as well.
Well, he seemed like a very wise man.
Yes, I would hold him as I guess is my right hand.
Sounds reasonable. He did somewhat help this whole thing to come about.
I was going to leave right away, but I'm actually very excited about this whole being a bank thing. It's very nice. What do you think, GG?
Could call you the finance
I
minister.
could be a bank too, I guess. Yes, we're going to be the bank. Me and Gigi are going to be the bank. I'll have no questions from you.
I love how they're already talking in weaves. I'm so happy.
Yeah. I lost my names of some of the people. I gotta go check that
Oh,
out.
I thought of some pretty cool titles for the advisors.
Okay.
So, was it Grubja was the hunt one, right?
Krubja? Yeah.
He could be master of the hunt.
Ooh, I like Master of the Hunt. It's a good title. Master.
Field Marshal could be master of the shield. Military. Songba, master of the sword. They sound like very honor
Mother,
driven
Master
titles.
of the Rod, right? Spare the rod, spare the child.
No.
That's got a kind of a double entendre to it, I think.
I'm gonna put Master of the Rod. I love it.
Oh my god.
How about master of the pond?
Master of the Pond. Sure. Bibu, Master of the Coin. Yes, is that where we're going?
Master of coin, yes.
Assuming you're using coins.
Well, we have a lot of them.
And then we need someone from the artisans area. Master of the craft or something along those lines. You do
Master
have
of
some
the
very
Forge?
fine crafters here.
It's not just forge, right? You have builders, weaponsmiths.
Well, yes, but it all happens at the Forge.
Well, I don't think this palace was built with the forge.
Oh. I don't really know much about what happens down there, I suppose.
Which is why we need someone from there to represent them.
Yeah, there's
So-
builders, there's forge people, there's like pottery makers, there's all kinds of
So-
people.
Perhaps we should call them just Master of the Interior.
Master of the craft. Thought
I like craft. Craft master, it's very good.
What?
I like master of craft.
Master of
craft.
Craft.
Yeah,
And-
the
and-
craft
And
master.
who would you recommend for this Master of the Craft position?
Well, we're only familiar with the one that made the very fine weapons that you have stored.
Bug.
Yes. He may not want it, but he'd probably do well in a temporary position at the minimum.
Well, you could ask him or have him recommend someone.
Oh my god, there was one you guys never talked to. I have this whole thing. Wow.
If he
You
doesn't
guys
want
never...
a position, he could recommend someone.
Was it the architect guy?
No, the artist.
Oh, you don't want an artist in charge.
Yeah, you guys never met the artist. Like
They're
I had
so
notes
full
about
of drama.
how he's like really talented, but he doesn't understand true art because of the way the world is around him.
Wasn't
all
that
of
the
his
one
art's
that
like
Cleary was
tortured and
having issues with?
Yeah, Cleary was having issues with him.
Yeah.
Cleary was also having issues with Verisis, the architect.
We don't want
Clearly had
either of
issues
them
with
in charge.
everyone.
So Bug, yes.
That's our
Yeah.
recommendation, yes.
I will talk to him. Very well.
And another thing I was thinking with all of your citizens, before they were forced into their jobs, perhaps now they could sign up for what they would like to do and then get trained in those specific things.
I suppose so.
Uh,
I mean, yes. People can do
idea
whatever
is
they want.
basically have the advisors set up somewhere, and then the citizens come and sign up with this advisor they would like to work for.
But if they don't have any talent at all, they should probably do something else.
Well, that's why you train them. If it's
Right.
something they would like to learn, there's no reason not to teach.
We
I
shall.
like this. I like it a lot.
We shall discuss this. We'll call it Career Day.
Perfect.
I
Or
think
a
so.
job fair.
Yeah, right. That sounds very good. Job fair.
Fair with an E at
Sounds
the end
almost
of it.
festive. Sounds almost festive, does it? Does it not?
It does sound nice. We'll definitely set that up. Would you, perchance, go or Sungba, if you would, go seek out Bragug, the Pond Mother. I'll fetch Varus myself. I know he's currently in his study, and then in Bugbog. Do you think that pretty much covers it? We have craft, coin, pond, sword, shield, and the hunt.
I think so.
Unless there's any other parts of your society that we didn't, interact with. That's, I believe, all we know about.
I mean, again, we have farming, and
Do we need a department of sanitation?
oh no, we live in a swamp.
Okay, just checking.
I don't know if you all saw, but there's a bottomless waterfall at the edge of the royal
Sure,
border.
yeah, that
Well, we
the
everything off of there. Anything that doesn't just go straight to the swamp, that is.
fair enough. Must be nice actually.
I mean, yeah, you'd think, if we were going to have a problem with it, it would have risen up to the point where we could see the bottom by now. So far, I think we're fine.
If I didn't give any fucks, I would jump off just to see what's down there at the bottom before I died.
I wouldn't recommend it.
No, I know.
There have been plenty that have jumped from the
Hey!
cliffs.
But some of you have wings now.
Yes. I mean, you could fly down and see what happens. You might get tired. Again,
Right,
we
tired.
get to see anybody hit the bottom or hear any noise of anybody hitting the bottom.
Well, sure, but it's a waterfall. What noise would you hear? It's so
Right,
loud.
supposed to be at the bottom.
Is that just a giant toilet at this point?
I mean, the way we see it. What's a toilet?
It's where the waste goes.
It's where you poop.
Right. So it's like a belt. Right. Anyways. Well, let's get to business. And we'll just I don't want to go over this for too long. You guys have basically set things up. So would you guys like to stick around for this society to get all set up, or do you want to leave before that? Like, what do you guys want to do? Because this could take weeks, if not months, to.
I don't think we're gonna stick around that long, but
Yeah.
a couple days at least.
I was gonna say, I feel like
I want to make sure everybody gets all of their belongings back, including their gold, and maybe a little bit of a paycheck for our help here.
I believe that was promised to you by my brother. And you guys hear fluttering of the cloak, the pulsing of the red eyes. He says,
Cloak of billowing.
That's a yes, I believe, actually. You can talk, I don't need to talk. Not until the next revolution. Hopefully we're not going to have one, brother. Oh, man. He's really got to get over this persona.
Your kingship, may I speak with you for a moment in private?
Sure.
I'll take him aside.
Okay.
So I thought of a role for your brother. I was thinking Master of Secrets.
So I tell him my secrets.
No.
No.
He would keep an ear to the ground, listen around the town. If there's any major concerns from citizens and whatnot, he could report them to you. But it's all hush-hush. No one else would know.
Very well.
I feel like that's the role he was born into, and he seems to enjoy it, so why not keep it going?
I'll speak to Hawk. I'll see what he says.
But he could also gather information on any neighboring villages or things of that nature as well. Outside threats, per se.
Sure. Right. Well, I'll speak to him. Hopefully he'll agree. That's a very, very, very good idea. But I like how you pulled me aside to talk about the master's secrets. It's like,
Yeah, it's got to be very quiet.
even the rest of the council may not even know about him.
No, reports only to
How
you.
very secrets. Maybe I'll call him the Master of Whispers.
Ooh, there you go. That's nice.
Whispers. I like it. I like it. Well, it doesn't matter because we'll never talk about it, but I'll know.
Talk about what? I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. He just kind of he laughs a little bit and seems like he's finally having fun with this. A little bit.
A master flytrap.
So, that said, I believe you all want your wares back. So, guys, go ahead and claim everything that was yours and add it back to your sheets. You have all of your stuff back. They, unless you want to lie and tell them that you had other stuff that wasn't stuff that you had, in which case I'll need you to make me a deception check. But otherwise, you'll just get your things back.
Unless they had more of the statues we don't have, then I don't see me taking anything else.
There are other statues, but they don't seem to have any sort of magical influence that you are aware of. The ones that were made by the Fey sculptor seem to have like some magic quality that you can visually see. They're carved out of gemstones.
Yeah, they stand out pretty.
Yeah.
I guess
obvious.
the question as a group would be, is there anything while interacting with us that stood out as something that would at least pique interest for us to be like,
I mean, there are tons of weapons laying around. Most of them are old and rusted in the pile from things that have come from the people of the past. There weren't a lot of like rich adventurers or anything like that traveling.
Right. So there's nothing like a super fancy goblet or anything that we were like, wow.
Yeah, I mean, nothing like that. If you want to look for something, make me an investigation check.
I'm good.
Yeah, I just had two of the statues. I had the Mephit statue and the white sleeping maiden statue. And then I had one of those carved orbs.
Perhaps I rolled a 7 on the investigation.
And then I had some
lost my
topaz.
tables, guys. I don't know where my tables are.
Get my cheaply made quarterstaff back.
There it is. All right, what are we doing? What'd you roll?
Propsy rolled a 7 for investigation, which makes sense because she spent the most time around the stuff.
A 7. I mean, nothing's really standing out there. With a 7.
I mean, if they're letting us poke around, Seti will definitely take a look.
I mean, you're there to get your stuff. So if you...
Oh, okay. So we go to the place, pick up our stuff, and maybe look around while we...
Well, yeah. So the thing is like, if you want to lie and say, oh, that's also mine, you can make it... But,
Well, or maybe be
you were
like...
looking around to see if there was anything interesting.
Yeah, maybe just be like looking around, and if I see something interesting, be like, hey, can I have that?
That's why I was making an investigation check for you.
Mm-hmm.
And if there was anything... I'll give you advantage if you can tell me something specifically you're looking for.
It doesn't matter. I rolled 13 with advantage, so...
Well, I'm trying to think if there's anything that, like, from the first description, we got piles of stuff where I'm like, and then just like, not particularly, like. So I'm happy just getting back the stuff I had.
Okay, so anybody else want to lie, or what's up?
I'm good.
Nope.
I feel like Grim would try to be like, "That's mine. That's mine."
Well, Grim already had all his stuff.
Yeah, he did. He never lost anything, so.
But yeah, no. If I have all my stuff back, I'm happy enough.
Cool. I was looking for that. Yeah. Okay. So, nobody else is attempting to lie, I assume. So, as you guys are doing that, he's going to say, well, we've put together a bit of a care package for you. We've discussed and looked into some books, and I believe the gold coins are worth quite a bit. The gold coins are most important. So we're only going to be giving you, how much did you say we were able to give them, Bibu? We'll be giving them 500 gold each.
That's very generous. Thank you so much.
And then we'll be giving you 1,000 of these silver ones.
With each or for the group?
For the group. I figure the silver ones aren't worth as much, but you know, most people weren't carrying that many of these, so.
Sure.
200 each. I think there's 5 of us, right?
Well, there's the 4 of us here. There's Grim. There's Greed. There's Cleary, really.
Right.
Although Cleary has all those Phoenix tokens, I don't know. Well, did we get Cleary's Phoenix tokens back?
You guys have all of the Phoenix tokens. In fact, this is happening over a couple of days, so I'll say you guys have found Cleary.
Okay, we've told him, everybody knows.
Cleary's got his tokens back, and you guys have the ones that he gave you. So whoever's keeping track of what he had given you so far. Also, he says, okay, so there's that. And also, Valis.
Yes, I have a few gifts that were promised you from our good friend. The Black Croak. I guess he's going to keep up this persona. Perhaps it'll serve him well in the future. But these are the things he had promised you. This one here.
And he hands you a small jewelry box. It's ornately carved.
They are ones that I have made. Also, you may keep those rings that I've given you before.
That might come in handy. Do they only do Grung?
Yes,
Oh.
unfortunately. That's all they're capable of. But these 2 rings here are also made from Grung magics. A little bit of memory from them, as well as this bag. It was picked out from our treasury storage, specifically by the Black Cloak. He says it was of more interest than it seemed, and I agree.
So he will hand you guys a small bag, long leather strap, bound together. It's almost more like a little satchel or a briefcase looking thing, but it's on long straps. And then the jewelry box.
He says, and of course your dagger shall be returned to you.
Yes, thank you. That's a very good dagger.
Very good dagger. And
What's with the jewelry box? Is it, it's very pretty.
I'll open it and see.
Okay, I open it.
Okay, whoever has it opens it.
Yeah.
There are 3 rings in it.
Looks over Seti's shoulder, just like, what's in the box?
Yeah, also these are 3 new rings.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up with the rings?
This one here is particularly useful. in situations where you find enemies quite like us again. We'll offer you some resistance against poison.
Oh, very nice.
Which I find to be very good.
And so it's a small amethyst-colored ring set in the center, and that's a ring of poison resistance.
Then there is this one here.
And it's like a sort of swirly wooden ring with like sort of malachite inlays running through it that runs to a sort of shield shape on top.
This one will offer you additional protection from the dangers on the road.
And that is a ring of protection, +1.
Oh, damn.
I'm writing these down in case no one else is.
I'm also.
I saw you go, so I was like, we'll distribute later.
Yeah. And the last one?
This particular one here was from the personal hand of Treasure. It is called the Ring of Jumping. Not Treasure, sorry, of the Black Croak. He uses it to traverse the trees like you saw before. As you know, we, Grung, can jump quite high.
Mm-hmm.
With this ring, we can jump very high.
Yes, we saw. That's really cool. Okay, we have some talking to do, guys. So there's the 3 rings, there's a jewelry box, and then I assume the other one is a bag of holding.
It is a bag of holding.
And
I like how we made that guess.
I'm gonna put the other 3 rings in that box too. I guess just keep them all together.
Just
what would they
Grung
be
ring
called?
times 3.
2 times Grung rings. Okie dokie.
They're just Grung ring. That's what we're calling them.
Sure. We all know
Ring
what that
of
means.
Grung transformation.
They told you what you know what they do. You know what they are. Oh, you talking about the Grung transformation? I forgot to write those up. I designed a bunch of other magical items, but I forgot to write those up. I'm sorry. I'll do it after the session.
Oh, that's okay. Just,
You know,
more
you know
note
what to do.
taking.
Once per day, you can turn
Ring
into
of Grung transformation sounds
yeah,
good.
you can turn into a Grung for 4 hours once per day, and you can cancel it whenever you like.
I'll put those with all the other rings for now.
Okay, so you guys have a shit ton of rings.
Yeah.
Limit to how many
Get blinged out.
keep magic. I think it's 2 magical rings per person, 1 per hand.
Yeah.
What you're allowed to do.
and you have to attune to them, so that matters as well.
Speaking of which, I also have this letter that was left by the Lady Hyacinth from Selindor before she left.
Mm.
I believe if any one of you could take it, since you're part of the group.
Give me.
Look, hands you the letter.
I hold it at like a little bit of a distance.
I mean,
Wait, wait a minute, see if anything happens.
It's just a parchment with
Okay, I don't
velvety purple ink on it.
think she enchanted it or anything. I open it up.
You open it up and it says,
Big puff of smoke blasts you in the face.
group of adorable individuals. I have taken my leave for Selindor, and I hope to see you there. Should you arrive at some time, I would love to greet you in my home. In addition, I have left one of my men there. He should be hanging out at the bar for you. He will escort you to Selindor should you wish. Otherwise, good luck on the Lurkwood. And if you die, may your bones be fertilized with. Love, Lady Hyacinth.
Okay, well, that is actually a really good question. What do we all want to do now? Because, like, I don't really have anywhere I have to go.
I mean, we were all headed somewhere.
We were
Right.
headed to Selindor.
Well,
But we
You
were
were headed-
also
no,
You were
we,
never headed to
statues.
Selindor.
we
ever.
were headed to the Mithril place at the other end of the pass, and now the pass is broken, and a bunch of people died.
I will say, most of you guys were headed for one reason or another just to, like, I think it was Silver Hall, is that what it's called? The Mithril Hall.
Oh, Mithril Hall. That's where
You
we
guys,
were headed.
you guys were heading to Mithril Hall, and I think most of you were just heading there just for traveling's sake because it was along the path and you guys were kind of just
Good
there.
shopping, you know.
Like
Well,
nobody like
It's a major city. We were heading there for, work and whatnot, right?
yeah, nobody was specifically heading there because they had anything to do in Mithril Hall. Was my point.
Yeah, my father's
We
been
were
waiting
also
for me
looking
all
for
this time.
statues.
And Cleary technically did hire us.
Well, okay, so I mean, is the statue hunt back on? Do we want to go back up the pass and try to get the rest of the statues? I mean, Cleary's priorities might have changed quite a bit since that all happened. Also, there is the matter of this place kind of drawing people off of the pass in for whatever reason. I would like to find out what the hell kind of enchantment or person or whatever that is, and maybe put a stop to it so that people can travel the pass safely again. Because they're going to rebuild it and just keep going, even though people disappear there all the time.
You're having this discussion. I'm sorry for overhearing. I move away very slowly.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. It's just the question you're asking. You won't find it here. You're wondering why they fall? None of us know.
Oh, I know that. I've asked around. I figure maybe Selindor might know.
Selindor has many secrets. I've only been there once and seen the great tree. It was more of a little spiritual journey of my own when I was younger. I learned enchanting there. It was a very mystical place with very strange characters.
They
As
probably
you know,
have lots of
Lady
cool shit.
Hyacinth. It is a place worth seeing. And if you're talking about those statues I saw you collect earlier, I actually observed them before they were given to, well, people who obviously didn't know what they had. They are something of an intriguing type. This sculpture of a woman here.
He gestures towards, I think Bropsy was holding the sculpture of the woman. Is that right? Or she holding it?
I have that one.
Oh yeah, you're holding that one.
The sculpture of a woman here. The magics are definitely of the Feywild. It's very strange and finicky magic. If you want to learn more about that, perhaps you should bring it before Lady Hyacinth herself.
Yes. Something we can look into for sure.
She did make a comment about Fae sculptor being really... I don't remember. But yeah, we could probably get more information from her about that if we wanted to trust her.
I do not feel like I have the need to get more statues. Grim does not need any more pieces of rock shaped like other things. Rocks are rocks.
Okay, but do you like money?
Yes. Money, of course, is fine.
Well, some of these rocks shaped like other things are worth a lot of money. So if we don't wind up using them ourselves for, whatever, we could maybe sell them for a really, really big pile of money.
And most money was formerly rocks.
Well,
This does not make sense to Grim. Money has little people's faces drawn on it, and it does not come from any trees or rocks that I have seen. I have broken many rocks, and I have never seen coins come out.
it's true. You're right. You're definitely super right about that. Okay,
But
so
also, I am a bit nervous about traveling through the swamp without a guide because
Well,
I
that's
had
what-
an acid trip the last time, and I don't want to do it again.
yeah, so that was my other point, is if we go to Selindor, we have a guide to take us, and that would probably be the safest way to travel.
Also, I think
Also, where the
that
fuck is Grid? We haven't seen Grid.
Yeah, I was going to say, has anybody seen the purple horn boy?
Probably sleeping in the longhouse with Cleary.
They are sleeping together?
Not together, just in the same
Poor
house.
Grim, he will make mental note of their homosexuality.
Okay.
Maybe they were just
But-
cold.
Personally, I think our next journey should probably be Selindor, because it sounds like we can get answers to these statues, at least.
I agree. Okay, so I mean, is there anything else we want to do here, or
I think we are pretty certain they are doing many good strides. I think in a week from today they will have job fairs starting, which is good.
Well,
I
one
think we should go
thing we
find
do need to
the
talk
blue
about
one
is
and the
the
purple
kids.
one.
Do we take the children with us to Selindor?
oh boy, that's really hard. We should definitely go talk to the kids. I forgot about. Well, I didn't forget. I just was putting it off because I don't know. Let's go talk to the kids. Let's go look for
We should all
Cleary.
do the blue one and the purple one and make sure they are on the same page so we know what we are doing before we go off and try to drag some kids somewhere and then we tell them maybe we are going somewhere else. I think adults have a responsibility to seem like they know everything that is happening.
Well,
I just don't know if the kids would be comfortable growing up here, or if there is perhaps a place in Selindor that would be more suited.
Well, yeah, but then there's also like how dangerous is the trek to Selindor? Because if something does happen, I would hate for the kids to get slaughtered.
What I saw in the mist, it is a pretty fucked up forest.
So let's
I
go.
would
Okay,
assume this guide can take us a safe path there.
maybe.
Otherwise, she wouldn't have left one guide.
Well, okay. Let's go talk to Greed and Cleary and get everybody on the same page, and then we'll go see the kids and see what they want to do.
We should talk to the guide before we see the kids.
Okay. Greed and Cleary, guide, and then kids.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay, so you guys head down to the longhouse. It's just the same as it was, only the smell from inside of people who refuse to move has gotten significantly less horrible. There is nobody in the stockades, save for your fake dancing illusions that seem to still be persisting even after a few days.
I wonder if those are just like, or if those are like eternal and it'll be like a monument to the resistance, you know?
You will always remember us.
Can we go up and like touch them? Are they corporeal or are they just?
Yeah, you want to go try and touch it?
Yes.
All right. So which one of them are you going to try to touch?
Me.
Okay, so you go to touch it. I need you to make a dexterity check.
Oh no. Okay. I wanted to correct myself that I would try chucking something, but now I feel like it's too late.
Yeah, you're just touching it.
10.
10. You managed to touch it. You see as the Bropsy bird illusion tries to go and jump out of the way of your hand. But as you do, you touch it and your hand goes through it.
Okay.
It says rude and just keeps dancing.
Okay. That was all I wanted.
Heading into the longhouse, you actually do see Cleria's there, and he is tending to what looks like a very elderly dwarf gentleman who is just getting his wits about him and eating food that probably isn't poisoned.
Oh, you said we had all the Phoenix coins?
The ones that he had given you. Yeah, actually, you have all the Phoenix coins because he never went to collect his things. Because he's been down here doing this. He has no idea what's going on.
We have a stack of unactivated Phoenix coins. And we have
and then
few.
Yeah, I have 3K worth of activated ones. I think it's just 3
That's
coins.
3.
As you guys walk in, he turns around and says, You've returned. It's wonderful to see you all. I see you've changed this village. I'm helping with the recovery efforts of these individuals.
Oh, that's lovely. Sorry we haven't been in more contact. It's been kind of a really hectic lifetime. But do you want to? We were thinking about going to. Where's Greed? Have you seen Greed?
I was going to ask you about that. I have not seen him. I did find his book, and he holds up Creed's grimoire. It was
I
sitting
thought
there.
that always was with him.
Yeah, that's super weird. What did you find that?
It was just sitting next to his bed where he laid to rest the night after all the hubbub.
That's really weird.
Wait, the night of all the hubbub, we all went to bed. That was
Yes, I slept better that night than I have since I arrived here.
that was this morning, right? I woke up and I had the sword next to me.
It's been like a couple days now.
Well, okay, yeah, right. Sorry. Time lapse. But wait, nobody has seen them since then.
No,
I haven't. You all stood up, left, and...
Oh boy. Okay. We should ask around. Maybe get like Praji to get the word out and see if anybody else has seen anything. Maybe he went for a walk. Oh my god, maybe he went for a walk and never came back. Oh boy.
Couldn't the book be with him though if he left?
That's super
It
weird.
always,
I mean,
like hovered around him.
well, but maybe he did. I don't know. Cleary, have you looked at the book?
It's a bit creepy, so no. But it hasn't been hovering at all. It's just been sitting there.
You don't suppose he's like in the book?
Why would he be in the book? What kind of?
You know how books work.
The book is
Warlocks are
smaller.
weird.
He can't be in the book.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say he's not in the book.
Magic is weird. I don't know.
I really I don't want to pry. What if it's like his diary and it's full of all these embarrassing secrets? Like I don't want to pry, but also I really want to look at the book because what if? I mean, we have to find him.
Just imagine he wouldn't fit in the book as we're shoving stuff in a bag of holding.
You can't do that. Go inside a book.
Speaking of which, now that you guys have all your stuff and you're going through it, you organize and you open up those bags of silver. They're platinum.
Oh shit! We have 200 platinum each because they thought it was silver.
So it was 1,000 platinum.
I feel like we should teach them that there's a difference between platinum and silver.
Oh, we definitely should. That is not a good thing for them to mix up in the future.
Maybe when we leave, we'll let them know on the way
We'll
out.
leave a note.
Yeah, I don't like
So
that.
that means you guys have made 2,500 gold instead of 500 gold.
I'm definitely gonna tell her before we leave.
Yeah, it's we don't want to. I mean, oh man, that's a lot of money, but that's why it's
we
wrong.
don't know how much gold they kept though.
Well,
They
sure,
could have way more.
but they thought they were giving us like $20 worth of silver, and now we have $2,000. That's a big difference. So we should probably let them know and give them the option to take some of that back if they want.
Yeah.
It's actually more like $200,000.
It's definitely the right thing to do.
Unfortunately, some of us.
Basically, gave you guys like enough for to buy houses. So
Okay, so that's one thing to take care of. Is everybody okay if we look through the book? I don't want. I mean, I'm so sorry. I know it's wrong. You don't look at other people's books, but
I think it's okay to look at a book if you're
Maybe it'll
concerned
have
for
a
their
good story.
safety.
okay, clearly.
It's not prying. It's a matter of life or death concern.
I mean, if he was here, looking through his book would be wrong, but he's missing, so...
Okay, I'm going to look through his book. All right, don't judge me. Can I like just take the book from Cleary and examine it?
sure. You open the book. Are you opening it to the front page? Just opening in the middle? What are you doing?
Well, yeah, I'll just open the front, the cover and see what's on the first page. Or
These dark runes that are incomprehensible.
okay, so I see a bunch of runes.
It seems to be a title.
What's on the
with,
next page?
Turning to the next page, you see some of the dark runes. Some of them are actually a little bit lit, but just dimly.
Okay, it's definitely a magic book. I mean, we knew that because it covered, but I'm just confirming it is definitely a magic book, you guys.
You see that there's diagrams and drawings, and as you keep moving through it, you get to a page near the middle where it looks like stars are alive inside of the pages.
Ooh.
And there are all these strange constellations moving around in this deep, dark fog. And in the very, very center of it, because I'm not going to make you roll a perception check, you see what looks like a tiny constellation with a witch's hat on its head.
Okay.
As you watch all the stars move, you watch as this constellation just slowly moves.
Can I ritually cast Identify on this book?
I didn't even know you had Identify. Sure, go for it.
I do now! Okay, so I cast Identify.
Oh boy. What are there any limitations on Identify?
I learn its
Nope.
properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement and how many charges it has, if any. I know whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. And if the item was created by a spell, I know which spell created it.
Sorry, I lost most of that.
You basically learn everything about the item.
I learn what spell created it if it was created by a spell. I learn whether any spells are affecting it. And
Okay.
I learn the magic item's properties, how to use it, and whether it requires attunement.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you this. It has some connection to a deity of some kind or some sort of creature that is beyond your comprehension. And you know that the book is currently attuned and that the attunement requirement is missing. And that it wasn't created by traditional magic.
Okay, so, right, this is very much a creepy book, and some creepy shit has happened, and we should, would I know if putting it in the bag of holding would be bad?
You don't see, there doesn't seem to be anything that would make you think that, but that's about all I can say.
How big is it, by the way?
Oh, it's about 10 inches wide, 12 inches tall.
It's a pretty big book.
Mhm.
Okay, guys, I don't know. Something weird happened. Let's put this in the bag.
He's in the book, isn't he?
Well, I don't know. There's like a moving picture in the book, and one of the pictures has a witch hat on it, but it's like stars and stuff. I don't know what any of that means. It doesn't. I hate to say this, but maybe Lady Hyacinth would be able to shed some light on it.
Well, we better bring it with us.
I wrote the name of the elder god that this fucking book was made. I wrote it down somewhere. I can't remember it anymore.
That's
Why did
okay.
I delete it whenever he left? I don't know why I would have done that though.
Well, if you find it later, you can tell us later, but don't worry about it now.
Because you would technically have gotten that information, I suppose.
Mm.
I mean, we could just kill him off and not worry about it.
Release the no.
Toss the book in the fire. It's fine.
Aww.
Like, well, he's not here. Just shrug it.
No, I wouldn't do that. That'd be bad.
All right. Well, shit.
Leave it in a grung pile of stuff.
Cleary, do you, putting all this aside for a moment, what are your plans now? Like, you're a free man. You can go wherever you want. Do you want to go back to the university?
Well, yes, at some point I'd like to return to the university. I'm not sure how we're going to get out of these woods.
Well, we were thinking of going to Selindor. We have a guide that can take us there.
And what is Selindor?
Selindor is the big civilization here in the Lurkwood. It's
There's
like
a civilization in the Lurkwood?
they're
it's
Fae.
Yeah.
They're Fae.
Elven
Okay.
City? Is it Elven?
Well,
There's no accounts of
elves.
there being any connection to Fae with the Lurkwood, but
Well,
then again,
okay, but so we met a Fae, Lady Hyacinth. She is from Selindor, and I think she's one of the big wigs there. She might be in charge. I don't know, but they have a trading partnership with the Grung village here. So, like, the Grung all know about it. Well, not I don't know if all of them, but anyway, it's maybe it would be super interesting to you because it's where like the statues that we have, they were made by a Fae sculptor, and we might be able to learn more about them there in Selindor.
make a persuasion check.
Okie dokie. That is not a 13.
We get a reliable talent for it, so
It's a 16.
16. Well, had a very bad run of it, but I suppose for the sake of art, I must press on. Learn everything I can about these sculptures. And if that's something, they're Fey sculptures, and this is a Fey civilization, I think that's information that I can never get elsewhere, so... Onward to Selindor. Huzzah!
Spirit, you're not dead yet.
No, actually...
I mean, don't, if you really don't want to go... Okay. Well...
I suppose we hold on to this book and hope Bree returns. In the meantime, I'll begin preparing myself. I'd like to get my things. If that's all right. Seems like you all recovered all of yours.
Yes.
Right,
We have your coins.
Yes, we have the rest of your coins, the ones that you didn't give to us.
Oh, right. So, can you put in a word with me? I'll give you a list of everything I have.
I'll take you over and you can gather your stuff.
Yeah, anything that's yours.
So I'll take Cleary over to where they had everything and he can get his stuff.
Okay, while you do that, I'm going to look around for Prodigy or Myth. Real quick.
Make a perception check.
Oh boy.
Because there's just like all of these Grung are out in the streets just doing their thing, man.
19!
Yeah, you see that little rainbow boy.
I run up to the little rainbow boy.
Oh man, what's going on?
Hi.
Hey, Seti.
Hi.
Is that Mitnir? Do I see Mitnir?
Yeah, he's...
Kind of follows up behind, like, yeah.
Hey,
Hey, buddy. I was
Prodigy.
gonna go to the bar if you wanted to grab a drink, man. This is a fucking party.
Prodigy! Really?
Oh shit, you have something to say? We barely talk.
Sorry, it's really important, but you know the purple one that was with us, Greed, with the horns?
Oh
And the hat?
yeah.
Have you seen him at all since everybody changed colors?
Oh no, man. I assumed he turned into a Grung.
Oh shit, what if he turned into a...
Whenever you were all asleep.
What
when I
if
came
Lady
in,
Hyacinth was
you were
like, her magic was just like, oh, and all the purple ones become this, and then now Greed is wandering around somewhere.
No, that's not how it goes, because I've met a bunch of Grung that were purple, and a lot of them are a lot of different colors.
Okay, well, can you like help get the word out if anybody has seen him to come tell us? Because he's been missing and we don't know what happened for sure.
I mean, yeah, if I see him, maybe he'll show up at career day or the job fair, whatever it's called now. Like, I'm planning on going there, but mostly I'm pretty cool with my job. I mean, I'm like in charge of so much shit.
That's great. I'm glad you're happy with it.
Like warden of the jails because I did such a good job at breaking them. They're like, we need to make sure you get these things working right.
That's great. And how is Myth doing?
Oh, Mitt. Oh, well, it's Mitt. He's a fucking bumblebee now, so.
I think he's really cute.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's cute, I guess, but, he's just. I think it's because he had a lot of sting behind his very adorable facade.
That's what I said. I think it's, he's not completely. Like, he's disarming because he is so cute.
Yeah.
But
he's pretty depressed about that. I think he wanted to end up being like one of those ones with crowns. Everybody's saying the crown ones are really important.
Oh, well, I think it just means
you guys seen Bromley? He looks so cool now.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? I think the crowns mean maybe they had royal blood at some point. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know, man. Anyways, y'all keep an eye out for your purple buddy.
Thank you. And if you could just ask around a bit, help me.
Oh no, man! I'll send you a letter wherever you are. I've got this this cool thing where I can make an animal come to you.
That's really cool. Okay, well, we're going to be heading to Selindor, and I figure you guys have talks with Selindor every now and then, so that's where we'll be if you hear anything about him. Okay?
Yeah, okay, Selindor. I'll have it sent that way. I don't know if the animal's gonna make it to Selindor, but I'll try. It'll certainly try.
Okay. Maybe one that could fly up out of the Lurkwood and then fly back down with the bee.
Oh, well, see, that's the thing. You can't fly up out of the Lurkwood.
Oh.
Yeah, that thing.
You have to fly through it.
Yeah, it's kind of like one of those weird. I don't know. It's like you walking up a staircase that never ends, kind of thing. Like you ever have one of those dreams?
Yeah, I think I can relate to that.
Kind of like that. You keep flying and then you go higher and higher, but you'll never make it out of the tree cover, man.
Oh, that's awful. This place is not great.
It's really not.
Okay, well,
Well, you guys, it's really good seeing you, but apparently I'm important now. So, okay, see you later.
thanks again and take care.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, let's grab a drink again next time you're in town. Bye, Minir. Bye, other people.
Good luck.
Oh, yeah, thanks, buddy.
Okay, so let's go to. Well, we actually have to go to the bar and talk to the guide.
Yes. Yo, he's going to work, dude. So, are you guys heading to the bar? Is that where you're going?
Yeah, I guess so. That would be the next
I'll
one.
meet
Yeah,
you
that's
guys
what the
there
guy
with
is.
Cleary after
Okay.
he gets all this stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go and get Cleary shit, and that's all easy enough. Take you about 20 minutes to get that done. Meanwhile, as you guys head into the bar, the one bar you all know, I think we had a name for it at some point. I don't remember.
I don't know.
You walk in and you see a whole bunch of Grung singing like some jolly little tune. They're like, oh, in Grung, la la la, we have the bestest time. We're no longer racist, kind of stuff like that. You know, like they're just singing and having a good old time. And you see standing at the bar, like twice the height of the next tallest Grung, is a shaggy-haired, pointy-eared individual with a scruffy beard and a very finely detailed mustache. And he is drinking the alcohol. He's going, you guys are all right. I love being around you. You're the best little group of little fuckers I've ever met.
Aren't they great? Hi, you must be the guide that Lady Hyacinth left for us.
Oh. I get it now. Oh, yes, I'm Caliendo Esperanza. Nice to meet you. I do serve under Lady Hyacinth. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Nice to
He
meet
just
you,
keeps
Cal.
like eyeing you up and down with like this like half smile on his face.
I just stick my hand out to shake and I'm like, I'm Seti. It's nice to meet you, Cal.
Oh, great! And he
These-
takes your hand and he bows low and then he kisses your hand.
Oh boy. All right, one of those. I gotcha.
Bark, bark, bark.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why is your bird barking?
I didn't actually do that. But I will definitely step closer to Seti when that happens.
Mitnir's gonna go, you're drinking it wrong, and pick up another beer and pour it on his head.
Well, aren't you right? No,
And then I'll pour one on myself too.
I think. Shit, my eyes burn. I think through the mouth is a much more pleasant way of. Oh my god, I'm high. What do they put in this alcohol? I swear it's alcohol. It tastes like
Winning.
that.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's some of their own mucus.
Oh.
Well, anyways, as I said before, my name is Caliendo Esperanza. Ow. And I'm more than happy to escort you all to Selindor whenever you're ready. I assume you're going to Selindor because to not go to Selindor would make Lady Hyacinth unhappy.
Okay. We're going to have to unpack that at some point, maybe on the trek. But yes, we agree that going to Selindor is probably the best thing to do, especially if we have a guide, because these forests are fucking crazy and dangerous. So, but maybe in what time in the morning? First thing in the morning, you guys want to head off? Give us the rest of the day to wind up our
Works for
business?
me. I'm probably going to be completely hungover though.
Well, okay, maybe not. Well,
No, it's perfectly fine. I'll stop drinking now, and hopefully my eyeballs will go back into my head before the morning.
make sure you stay hydrated. That's very important. And eat something like a good hearty meal. How dangerous would you expect this to be? I mean, if you're a really good guide, you can maybe avoid all the pitfalls.
Well, I'll be completely honest with you. I'm not a very good guide.
Oh,
I'm better than most, but usually we don't walk from this village to the Lurkwood, through the Lurkwood to Selindor. Usually we travel via teleportation.
oh,
So it's been a while since I've made the trek,
right.
but I know the woods, more or
Well,
less.
you see, we have 3 children here, and
Ah,
we weren't
well,
sure.
to be honest with you, I would not recommend taking children to the woods.
Yeah.
I see you all had the tea that Lady Hyacinth has convinced these poor little mongrels is...
Oh yeah, we killed some of those.
It was delicious.
I mean, they're simple enough for hardened adventurers such as yourselves, but for a child, that's just one easy gobble. So...
No, that's totally true. How big? Quick question. How big were the turtle and Kenku children?
I mean,
Put them in the bag of holding.
Well, no, but
they're about the same size as the Grung.
oh,
But
okay.
like
So not
the turtle's
super small.
much bigger. No, they're not like babies. They're children.
Yeah. Okay. Right. I mean, that's kind of what I figured. We just wanted to confirm. We'll have to go talk to them and make sure they're happy here.
I'll be absolutely honest with you. This is not going to be a very safe trip. If Lady Hyacinth wanted it to be a safe trip, she would have kept half of a guard behind to escort you. She kept me behind because I have a tendency to also make her very angry. She doesn't like me very much, but I adore her.
Wait, so is she expecting all of us to die on this journey?
Oh, I highly doubt she expects you to die. I just expect that it's not supposed to be easy.
Does she expect you to die?
Oh, I certainly hope not. She did give me a task to pick up on the way, so...
What's your task?
assume- Oh, you needn't worry about it.
I mean, if we're going with you, I kind of worry about it.
Or if you die, we can finish it for you.
Well, I was promised that, sure, I'd bring you along, I'd get a bonus, but my real job is to go to a certain abandoned shack and pick up a very specific item and return it to Lady Hyacinth.
Is the abandoned shack on the way or out of the way?
I'd say it's along the way.
As this conversation is happening, I'm pushing him another beer.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, Midnier, stop it!
Anyways,
Okay, right. Well, that's all for tomorrow then. I guess we should go talk to the kids and make sure they're going to be well accommodated.
yes, by all means. By the way, love your sword. And he taps his own rapier on the side.
Love me a good rapier. Have to see how this one holds up.
Yes, indeed. Well, good luck to all of you. I'll see you in the morning.
Right. Don't get more drunk.
Definitely not.
He's lying to me. Oh boy. Okay, so we leave. I do not feel good about any of this.
Can't be
Let's
worse than the
assume,
past.
me and Cleary are meeting up with you guys as you walk out.
Right.
So, how did that go?
Not great. He
He'll be ready to go in the morning.
uh-huh. We might need can
Good. You can prepare to leave tomorrow.
And you think
Right.
we can take the kids or no?
probably not. I think it would be really dangerous. But we should go talk to them and see, what they want.
I'm pretty sure that if the lady with the high nose can teleport herself, she could probably teleport a couple kids back with her. Just tell her that we want them to go there, and she can do it.
That's true, So this is it just feels like she's playing with us, right? So she could have teleported everybody back. She could have waited and talked to us and just done that because apparently that's what everybody else in her party did. But no, she left one guy she doesn't like very much behind, and like she's toying with us. She wants to see how much we can put up with.
Maybe it's a test.
It's a stupid test. If people could get killed.
Right. Well, you all go do your thing. I will see you in the morning when it is time to go. And you can tell that lady that she gave us platinum instead of silver, but do not tell her that I got platinum because I am not giving it back.
Okay, right.
Okay.
I'm sorry, platinum?
That's clear.
Right. We'll tell you on the way. Unless, I mean, do you want to come with us and talk to the kids and the important people here? Or do you want to...
Or do you want to stay with... Oh, no, you want to go. You want to know about the statues. Never mind.
Right, well, I think if you're worrying about somebody to watch the children, I could probably stay with the pond mother. I've met her, she's quite nice.
She is. You know, I just want to make sure the kids are happy. So, you know, I'd rather...
We can certainly come back and pick them up, or what have you.
Yeah, and, you know, I figure maybe Lady Hyacinth will always one after all this, and maybe she can come get them herself.
I think they're in pretty good hands right now.
I still want to go see them, okay? I just want to make
Former
sure.
Red Lady? Let's go.
Maybe she
We'll talk.
didn't want 3 kids, you know? So, like, let's make sure everybody's happy.
All right, we're going there.
Okay, so you guys go into the Red Lady's place?
The Master of Coin.
All right, so you guys go to the Red Lady's place. You see that on the very outside, on the walkway to her chambers, which has remained hers, it does say, in fact, Master of Coin right above the door. From inside, you can hear a bunch of noise, and there are definitely children in there. From the outside, you can hear, and I am now the best drawer in the entirety of the Frog Village. Best drawer in the Frog Village.
All right, then we can go in, knock, or something.
Also, you knock, and there's no like door. You can just walk right in.
Oh, okay, never mind.
You can
Then
see,
we
you
walk
can
right
see
in.
that Bibu's sitting there, and she's just like, "Oh my God, children! Children, you have to behave. Do not fight over the drawing utensils. When they break, you'll be out of drawing utensils. Do you hear me? This is very stupid. I don't think you understand that I am a very good drawer, and I would never break a pencil."
Hey,
And then you see that he turns and he's like, "Hi." He stands
Hi.
up and looks in his eyes, and he walks up and he gives you a hug on your legs. And then you see the Kinku holds a pencil and snaps it in half and says, "Never break a pencil."
Now there's 2 pencils.
Technically, yes, there are now 2 pencils, says the turtle.
hi everybody. We just wanted to check in and see how you're doing. Is everybody... And I look up at the Red Lady like, is everybody happy with this arrangement?
Happy with this arrangement? It's fine. I'd really like to see my parents again, but I'm pretty sure that they're turtle stew by now.
Ooh, turtle stew.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Hey,
Perhaps it's the god next to the burb.
What have you all been doing? Why did not you get me sooner? Now I am friends with a bird and a turtle.
I think
Give me
those are
birds.
By that.
those are really cool friends. Okay.
Yes,
I'm-
I know they're very cool, but it's just, you know,
I know. It's been
I
a
wanted
lot.
to be friends with that bird and the big lizard, and instead I'm friends with a little turtle and a very, very, very mocking bird.
Okay, does Brapsy know what a kenku is?
Very, very mocking bird, says the Kinku. You see, she is very mean to me.
Does
She is
Brapsy...
very mean to me.
Wait, are you telling me the kenku's a girl?
Kenku is a girl.
Ah! Okay, does Brapsy know what a kenku is?
Does Brapsy know what a Kenku is? Have you ever met a Kenku?
I'm a burb, I want to say yes, but...
I mean, they don't really hail from the plane of air or anything. They're a cursed race of the material plane. I think maybe they came from there at one point, but they're definitely material bound, as far as I'm aware. I don't even think they fly.
No, they can't. I think that's part of the curse. Yeah.
Yeah, so they can't speak any language, even though they're
Okay,
intelligent.
well, I'm still gonna go to the bird and a little birdie greeting. Oh. Can I hug you?
Hug you.
I hold up my arms. Okay. Give head pat. Though my Brapsy's just having a moment.
I just kind of pat Fjord on the head, and I'm like, so yeah, I'm sorry it took us so long to get here. Things have been really crazy, and I know it's not been a good many, weeks? I don't know how long it's been anymore.
It has been only about a week.
So,
we really didn't want you guys to get hurt if we tried to do things too fast.
Do you know where my mommy and poppy are?
No, we don't.
We don't.
I'm really sorry about that.
Do you know where my mommy and poppy are? Says the kangaroo.
Can I offer to hug the other ones too? If they want.
Do whatever you want.
Join in the hug. I'm sorry. This is my way of saying I want to do this. I want to be my turn to let me hug them.
Okay, I mean they're just you just hug them. They're just in there. The turtle looks real sad. He's on the ground and he looks like a big fucking nerd. And he's just like, well, I suppose a hug wouldn't be too bad. You're fluffy. Well, technically, it's more of a down fur fluff. It's caused by your ruffled young feathers.
You're a smart bean, aren't you?
I am not a bean, I am a turtle. Pushes his
Right, you are.
bottle cap glasses.
Did Cleary come with us?
Yep, I think so.
Yes, these are very weird children. You enjoy.
There's not much for kids, huh? Alright.
Oh, look, it is the blue person with the bad drawing skills. I am better than him.
Yeah.
Oh, not.
Fjord.
Yes, I am.
Fjord.
No, you're not.
Hey, do you know how you feel when the other child, the bird one, like talks back at you? That's how you're making other people feel, by putting them down for not being as good as you.
Puts his head down, and he's kind of like blushes a little. He's like, so they also feel very confused.
Right. Well, do you like this village here with all the frogs in it?
There are very lot of frogs all over the village. Honestly, if I had to be truthful to you, I'm not really sure how they made this village, because they're all very tiny hands. But you know, I could stay here if I have to for a while. But you have to find my mommy and poppy. Can you do that for me? Can you find my mommy and poppy, and then I can go back to them?
I definitely want to find out what happened to them. I
promise.
Of course we'll find out what happened. And do you have other family anywhere? Did you come from a place? Or were you going to a place?
I'm pretty sure that I had some other family at some time, but I'm not sure exactly where we're from anymore. We were on the road for a long time.
Right. Okay. Well, we have to go to another city here in the Lurkwood, and it's very, very dangerous, and we would be absolutely beside ourselves if anything happened to any of you. So we thought it would be best if the three of you stayed here with the Grung, and we can find different housing arrangements. Again, I kind of look at the red lady. If you would all like, before we go.
I don't know. I could probably be okay with staying here. Staying here. This place is fine. I like it. It's optimal for my allergies.
Is that the turtle?
Mhm.
I'm still like hugging them and fawning over them.
Hey, Seti, can you maybe ask them if they know of any family anywhere that we could potentially get them to?
Well, okay, so Fjorn doesn't know.
Did he have any family at Mithril Hall?
I don't know. Honestly,
We could.
there could be some there, but I don't know.
Do you know the names of any other family people you might have had? We could ask around before,
I know that my dad has friends with one of those, and he points at the turtle. My name is Eugene. He was one of those Eugenes,
Right.
and he was at Mithril Hall. And I know that we were going there because he was going to give him a job.
Right, okay, that's very helpful. So, if in our travels we make it to Mithril Hall before we see you again, we will ask, the Eugene. And maybe we can get some more
My name is
information.
Eugene, but I'm a turtle.
Right. Of course. Eugene, do you have family somewhere? Aside from your parents?
Honestly, I'm pretty sure that all my family's dead.
Okay. But you like it here in the Grung village?
I mean, it could be better.
Is there
How
somewhere
so?
you would like to be?
No, I mean, I don't have a preference, but the wood's kind of dark and gloomy.
So here's the thing, kiddos. We're gonna be leaving soon, but we can't take you with us because it's too dangerous. But we could possibly arrange for you to be taken somewhere to other family if you know of any. Or you can stay here if you'd like.
Stay here if you'd like.
Does that mean you'd like to stay here?
Like to stay here?
Right.
She's a very sweet child. Very sweet child.
And Red Lady, what would you like to do for a long-term arrangement? Should we ask around? Maybe find a
What did you ask?
the Red Lady.
Oh, it's fine. And trouble, but kids will be kids. Never had one of my own, so
You're okay. You're okay with looking after them for
well, I'll have help.
right?
I'm sure you could always ask the Pond Mother for help.
Sure.
As long as everybody's, comfortable.
Don't worry. Lady Hyacinth is a good friend of mine. And if you need them transported over there, I'm sure she will do it for me as a favor.
Right. Yes, that will.
But I get the feeling that she wants to torture you all a little bit, so she won't be teleporting you there, so
Yeah, we
Yes.
gathered to that.
have them someone send me a message as soon as you arrive, and I'll see if I can't talk to Heidi and see if she can't. Well, do me a favor.
Thank you. Yes, sounds like a good plan. Now, who wants a song?
Wants a song?
And said he will play like an elven, like a kid's song for them, and with
While
like
you're doing that,
dancing. And...
I'm gonna go up to the Red Lady. And I'm just gonna kind of whisper to her. So, those coins you thought were silver are actually platinum. And platinum is actually worth more than gold.
Yes, dear, I know.
Oh. So you meant to actually give us that amount?
Of course. They won't know any different.
Well, I'm glad the Master of Coin knows. That's good.
Don't worry, I wouldn't bankrupt our village. I don't think you understand quite how many travelers have come through here and how much of their entire life savings they've lost. We're rather flush with money. Again, I found it to be piles of fun things to roll around on because they were shiny. But after being explained by Lady Hyacinth, I'm quite certain I know the value of things now.
Just to make sure, you want to quickly run those by me?
Copper is like enough to do basically nothing. You could have a little... If you buy a fly with it, possibly. Small snack. Silver, 10 times that, and you can use that to, buy a decent meal, perhaps, or get an ale at the pub. Gold, well, that's something you could use to buy everyday things. It's like 10 times that of a silver. And then on top of the gold, 10 times above that, you have the ones I gave to all of you, which are used for buying homes, I believe I was told. Homes and very magical, powerful artifacts. So, of course I gave them to you because, frankly, we don't need much. We just need enough to trade, and I figured that would be lighter for your travels. I wanted to make sure you were given a fair amount of money, but it was also nice for me to keep from them the concept of how much is a lot of money. Saying that 500 gold was a good reward for all the deeds you've done for us makes it seem like maybe we shouldn't be spending 500 gold on silly little things. I figured the longer I overvalue it, the longer we can keep ourselves in the green.
I think we chose the right person for this job.
I wasn't friends with Lady Hyacinth for no reason. I am the most clever in the village.
Well, it's nice to know that they're in good hands here.
I think
and
they are.
we definitely appreciate the extra coin.
Indeed. Please take care of those artwork pieces that you took back from me. I actually was quite fond of those.
Oh, we will be. Don't worry. They're very
Good.
precious.
Well, I hope you'll all stop by again. I'm going to ask Sim to make a performance check for the music she was playing, but now she's not at the computer. I'm going to roll for her. It's a natural 14. She blows the roof off off that tree. Anyways, so as the music continues to play and you guys finish talking to the children and make your plans and get prepared for the next day, is there anything else you'd like to do before the morning's preparations and taking off?
Adopt them.
I think we have to peel Bropsy off the children.
Yeah, that's the thing. She don't want to leave.
So you're just going to spend the night hanging out with the kids before they go to bed?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll say that Bropsy, you spend the night, the rest of the evening, taking care of the kids, help shuffle them into bed, have some talks with Gigi and Bibu, and then maybe turn in for the night there.
Mm-hmm. I want to tell them that they're loved and that they're good beings and I'm proud of them.
Okay, well, they don't know what you're talking about, but they get the sentiment.
Okay.
And as you find rest for the night, we'll go ahead and take our break there, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. So thanks for hanging out, guys. Babe, you're gonna have to pause the stream though. And we'll be back in just a couple minutes, and we'll head off to Selindor. Yay!
The wizard. Oh, wait a second.
Finally, what this game was named after.
Finally get out of the
I
Grung
was
village.
laughing. I was like, what if we just say, nah, let's not go to Selindor?
Let's just
I was gonna
stay
be-
here.
Let's take the. Let's go to everything around Selindor.
I was gonna
and
be like,
then
you
go
know
back.
what though? It's gonna keep the mystery alive.
Okay, I'm ready to take us to the street.
All right. So we'll see you guys in a few. And we're back, guys. I think
Yep.
probably.
Close enough.
So yes, morning finds you on the day you are to leave Ambulala village. It feels like it's been forever since you guys arrived here as slaves, and now you're leaving as people who have changed the village forever.
Cool.
Side note, before we character-wise, do we want to determine who's carrying the bag, what's generally in the
Oh
bag.
yeah, we should probably, because like if anybody needs to be
You guys
poison
take all your
resistant.
time. The more time you do this, the less I have to prepare for next week. So
Divvy up the loot.
yeah,
Well,
we don't need to divvy it all up, but like if we want to be like, hey, we put all the statues in there, like generalized, and then we could.
Yeah, but okay, so like the stuff that I'm carrying or like that I have notes on. So first of all, none of us use like I think we had this conversation before, but Seti's probably the best one to carry the dagger of venom, right? Nobody else uses daggers.
Yeah, I think
Not
that
effectively, no.
Okay, so I'm probably never going to use it, but I can.
I mean, you
If
can always
something
throw
happens,
something.
yeah. If I need to do a thrown attack or whatever, that's fine. And then that's really all. That's the only magic item I picked up before, except the prayer beads, which Nikita has right now. So that's fine.
I mean, daggers are simple weapons, right?
Yeah,
Hey, babe, I think you wanted to talk about that shield, though, right?
I'm getting there.
So
So
I could use it, but I don't need
yeah,
it.
if you don't actually want to use it or feel like you, I mean, like I said, I might never use it because I have other shit I can do that is probably better. But
It might be useful for me because it is a magic weapon, and I don't currently have a magic weapon.
your monk blasts don't count as a magic attack or weapon.
Ranged, yeah.
Okay,
Well,
but
it's radiant damage. It's not a magic weapon.
Gotcha.
Oh, I thought the monk fists counted as magical weapons.
Not
yeah,
yet.
that's it too.
Not high enough.
Okay, gotcha. Well, if you want the dagger, if anybody wants the dagger of venom, they can have it. If they think they'll actually use it.
How about I'll just hold on to it for now
Okay,
and attune to it in case I need a
Okay.
magical weapon.
so add dagger of venom to your thing. I will remove it from mine. And then we have the bag of holding. Anybody can carry. It'll just be like the group's bag, right?
I don't mind holding it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm already carrying 2 statues.
I was gonna say either him or Rob. They can both fly away with like most of the value.
I hold all the things. I hold.
Okay. Well, somebody put the bag of holding on their sheet.
Okay. I'll go ahead and do that since somebody else said anything.
You're adding it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then,
So you are
and then
not
anybody.
responsible for keeping track of all the items in the bag of holding.
Well, yeah. So,
Great. I hate that.
well, give it to Beelan then. Big Beelan do it.
No. This will force me to be better at keeping track of things.
Well, so if anybody has an item that you pick up that you want to like keep as your personal item, but keep in the bag of holding, also write that down on your sheet under like the other possessions, and just be like a note that this is in the bag of holding, and that'll help
Wait.
keep track of everything.
Yes, let's please do this for the rest of the time before you guys leave. You can even go shopping.
And
if you
then,
wanted.
do we just want to like divvy up the grung rings? Like 3 out of the 4 of us here get grung rings in case you ever want to turn into a grung. I don't need one because I have disguise spell.
Well, I mean, the burb has wild shape.
Okay. Well, how about Arin, Mitnir, and Graham each get a grung ring?
Sure. Maybe there's a point we need to be smaller or something. Who knows?
Yeah, just
You're too big. Get small.
So you're gonna make that item, Gagnor?
Yeah, I'll make it. I'm just not gonna make it this second.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yep, that's fine.
so just put it in your other possessions for now. Okay, so
What were you
then
saying? Yeah.
I've done a thing. I have now made a Google document for the bag of holding, so y'all can help me edit it if need be,
so right now
or if I'm ever gone.
the only thing that I'm aware of that's in there right now is Reed's book of shadows or whatever it is.
Oh gosh, what's it called?
Okay.
Goes to the thing. He.
Some grimoire of some sort.
Yeah. So we have this fancy jewelry box which has the other 3 rings in it. I assume the jewelry box is just to hold the rings and it's not anything special, so anybody can have that.
Well, it's an ornate jewelry box, so it would
Yeah,
be worth
it
something.
could be worth something. We could just count that as like part of the party's coffer, and if we ever sell it for whatever amount of money, we can just divvy that up between all of us.
If we're divvying the rings out, then the box is going to be empty anyway. So.
Yeah. Okay, so Nikita, add the ornate jewelry box to your bag of holding, and we'll consider that party loot to be divvied up if we sell it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Ring of Protection should go to Mitnir.
So that's just +1 AC, right?
AC and saving throws, yeah.
And saving throws. Okay, yeah, I agree that should probably be something the tank
he's
has.
a bard, right? He doesn't wear armor.
Yeah.
I was gonna either argue for me getting that one or the jump one, but
I think the Ring of Protection, because the saving throws is also really nice. We don't want our tank getting...
Yeah, that'll help him with
Rough.
the wisdom saves, hopefully.
Okay, so you get the Ring of Protection. I would be cool with either of the other ones, but I'm not like super in love with either of them. So poison resistance or jumping. Bropsy and Orin already have flight capabilities,
Well,
but yours is only once a day.
once a day and it lasts 10 minutes. Nope, a minute. I can
Right.
fly for 1 minute a day.
And also Grim isn't here to advocate for himself, so
and,
Well, he's a
and the other one was a
druid, right?
poison ring.
yeah, he's a
He
druid.
also has wild shape.
That's true, he has well.
He doesn't use his wild shape for animal transformations.
He could, though, but
But that's not his class. It's not what they
Yeah,
do.
circle of sports shit, whatever he does. Okay, well, so
I'm guessing he also doesn't need the poison ring.
yeah,
What?
poison resistance.
I don't know about that at all.
Well, we could revisit those two next time, and then just like for now, give them to somebody, and then revisit it when Grim's here.
I mean, I feel like the poison resistance ring is good for everybody.
Yeah,
anyone could,
anyone
use
could
poison.
use that.
Because his spores do necrotic damage, I believe.
I will say for now, I have very low HP and a very low AC, so having poison resistance, I guess, wouldn't be terrible because if I got poisoned, I could die very quickly. That said, I would love to have the Sentinel shield.
Yeah, I'm real sad, but okay.
Aw, yay!
Well, also when you wild shape, does your AC get included?
Also,
The new
Nikita,
shapes
you can
have their
still
own
have a
AC,
shield,
but the
by
shield
way.
doesn't count. So.
Wait, what was that, guy?
You can still have a shield on your character sheet because
Yeah.
you just picked one up while you're there, just not a.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
So your AC shouldn't change or anything.
so if
Oh.
I'm-
Like to
I
steal
could
one of
probably,
theirs?
have
Yeah,
some fun.
you'll just
Okay.
have a shield.
Okay, that works.
okay. What was that, Belin?
I said I'd probably have fun with the Ring of Jumping as a monk.
Okay, I'm cool with that. Anybody else want to try and
Do
play
some
it?
super parkour.
I was gonna say we should take turns with that because I'm pretty sure my acrobatics and athletics would allow me to land also.
All right. Well, for now, we'll give that to Orin, and then you have the Ring of Protection, and then the Ring of Poison Resistance is still up for grabs.
Yeah, so
Ropsy, do you want poison resistance, or do you?
currently Grim doesn't have any magical items.
Okay. Do we want to just give him the Ring of Poison Resistance then, or is he already resistant to poison because of his circle of
I feel like
That's
should.
necrotic.
Oh.
That's what I was trying to tell you guys. Is he doesn't have any damage resistances.
Okay.
Doesn't he also have like second highest HP though?
Yes.
He has 32 HP.
Oh, that's actually
Oh.
lower than mine
I was gonna say he rolled poorly. it
by
sounds like.
1 point. All right. I'm cool with giving him the Ring of Poison
Wait,
Resistance.
Well,
Wait,
I was
unless
gonna
anybody
say,
else.
the other thing is he's all ranged.
What's Orin's HP?
31?
Oh, now
shit.
I'm the squishiest. Okay.
I thought I
I don't
was super
I don't know if
squishy,
he
but
put his stuff.
it looks like I have the second highest HP.
I'm guessing not. He should have more than that.
I think
He-
that he was rolling 6s and 8s and.
He
all
did
kinds
roll
of
really
stuff.
well last time, but I don't know if he.
Well,
Yeah.
I have to
I mean, maybe he
figure that
didn't
out.
level up after our last session. I don't know.
No, he's level 4.
Well, I mean, do the manage HP part of it. So, okay.
Uh,
Well, who wants poison resistance then? I wash my hands of it.
I mean,
I
I'd be down for
already
it, but I
have it.
also feel like it makes sense for him. For Grim.
I don't need it. I have necrotic and radiant resistance already, so I have a couple resistances.
Okay. Propsy, do you have any resistances?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well, you take the ring of poison resistance for now.
Yeah.
And we can
Okay.
revisit any of these at any point we need to.
yeah. Be like, hey, I've got this ring if you want it when he's in character later.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of deal. And he's like, well, it's not really necessary.
I was just thinking, depending on what exactly is along this trek,
Yeah.
poison might be something that comes up.
Yeah, it might.
It was definitely something that was just very prominent.
Something we could have used when we got here.
Well, that's why it was a reward for the place. It's like, look, you dealt with all these poison fuckers. Now you get a poison resistance ring. I don't think you guys really suffered that much for the poison.
Too bad.
Oh, I guess I should get rid of the fireball on my sheet, huh?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You don't have the necklace of fireball beads.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. So I guess we'll put the statues in the bag, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Okay. What should I write besides just, statues?
So, mysterious Mephit statue. These are also in D&D Beyond, so you can add them to your
Ah.
equipment.
Okay.
And the other one is called the Sleeping Maiden sculpture.
Is that it?
That's the two that I had.
Okay.
So I think there's a third one. Someone else has it.
I don't have any on my sheet.
Who had the other one?
Did Greed have it?
Possibly.
I don't see anything written down anywhere.
Did Greed have it?
I mean,
Probably.
I
so
think so.
the third statue is somewhere in Gagnor's notes, so we could just say
I mean, it's the 3 orbs.
the 3 orbs. Yeah, I think.
Oh, the orbs were the other one? I
No,
thought there was
there were
we had
3
another-
statues and 3 orbs.
No,
Yeah.
I don't remember a statue from the last fight we did. We
you
fought
a
the big.
giant statue, but
Yeah,
you
and
got
then we got the
3
orbs
We
from
had
it.
3.
No. It was the 2 statues and then the 3 orbs.
Because the dwarf fight didn't give us statue, it gave us gems.
Right.
Nope, the dwarf one gave you the Sleeping Maiden statue. The Mephit one gave you the Mephit statue, and then the one where you went 4 different directions and got all those magical items
Yeah.
gave you the orbs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just didn't do
Okay.
another one.
Then we fell off a cliff.
Pretty much. Okay, so I don't know who has the orbs, but we can say those go in the bag too.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I have 1 orb.
had 2 orbs, so toss
Did
those
we identify the orbs?
in. Nope.
Oh, I could identify.
Might
That's
wanna do
great.
that.
I haven't written down exactly what each one does specifically
Okay. Well,
because
Wait.
they each serve a different function, and I need to type them up as magical items. So.
okay. Well, whenever you do that,
I figured that since you guys couldn't possibly use them for a long time, and I didn't expect you guys to be able to identify them for a long time.
I can do it right now.
It's like, and identify. Haha.
Yeah. So
Right, so there's 4 orbs.
Yes, 4 orbs.
Intricately carved orbs.
Yes.
okay. So yeah, whenever you write those up, we'll plop them in there and we'll say Seti
4?
figured out what they were. But
Yeah, there were 4. They were the top of the head, each
Okay.
shoulder, and the
that's
chest.
chest.
4. All right, I think that about covers it. Everything I knew
Yeah.
about.
For general inventory management.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you guys would like to do in town before you leave?
Should I
Hug
go
the
say
kids
goodbye
again.
to Krabja?
I mean, there's a million people you could go talk to, say goodbye to.
I added a thing there on the sheet, Nikita.
Oh.
That's what
What?
they're called.
Ooh, intricately carved. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why do your
Fancy.
words look different? Okay.
Well, I will say we don't have to RP all this, but Seti will go say goodbye to the pond mother.
Okay, so you go to the pond mother. You go to the pond and you don't see the pond mother. So you end up going to the throne room, which has like this round table in front of it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And you see that the pond mother is there, and she's kind of just flirting with Bragug, and there's nobody else there right now. They're just like sitting there
Oh, nice.
chilling, and she's sitting on his lap.
So I'll like kind of poke my head around the corner into the room and kind of knock on the door frame a bit.
Anyone ever told you it's rude to interrupt when people are macking?
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt. I just wanted to say goodbye before I left.
Yes, darling, we're Grung. It's not like you can't hear our tongues twisting upon one another.
It's quite a noise, I'll give you that.
Yeah, we're particularly gross about it.
I'm really happy for you guys.
Thank you, dear. I'm so happy that I can finally express my emotions.
Yes.
It's quite something. Thank you.
I'm so
Thank you for changing this place.
I'm so glad it worked out. I just wanted to say goodbye, and I wanted to thank you for being so nice to me.
Well, of course, dear.
We're going to Selindor, and I don't know if we'll ever be back. But we are leaving 3 little, the kids that we won in the contest.
Oh, yes, the strange children.
Yeah.
I'll be sure to give them a proper education. All of the children love your songs. It has been added to the curriculum.
Oh,
Music
that's
class.
great. See, kids love songs. Even
Very
if
good for education, we've learned. You can sing song things, and it makes it easier to remember.
Yeah, yesterday I taught them head and shoulders and knees and toes, which was a little hard with the turtle because he doesn't have all of those parts. Well, I guess his knees are just like up inside it. He's very short.
Right.
Well, anyways, thank you for changing the village and all that. If I'd have known she was this easy to pick up, I'd have asked her out a long time ago.
I mean, hindsight is always
Shut up, Ragged.
20/20, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
You guys are super cute, and I'm so happy for you, and I know everybody here is going to make the most of this, and life is going to be a big change at first, but I know it's all going to work out for the better.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of words and emotions.
Yeah.
You have a good walk, all right?
Okay.
And remember, dear, if you ever return here, you'll always have a place to stay, and you'll be held in the highest esteem.
That's really kind. Thank you. Have a great. I don't know what the rest of your life may be until I see you next time.
Start crying, because, yeah, we probably only got a few more years of life between us, but...
Oh, God. Well,
Yeah, we're up there in age, but it's fine.
Make the most of it, yeah?
It's nice to find love finally in our sunset years.
Oh, I'm going to write a song about the two of you, and even if I don't make it back here, I promise you will hear it one day.
I thank you, dear.
All right.
Run along now.
I'll let you get back to it. Right. Goodbye. Okay. And I will also say goodbye to Krabja.
Yeah, Krabja's like out on an excursion.
Oh, okay. Well then.
I will leave a note for Krabja.
Yeah, I'll
Are you leaving a note for Krabja, or are you just saying that's what you should do?
No, I'm gonna leave him we can both leave him one whatever and just like good hunting with you. Just kind of a generic, not generic, but like, thanks for not being a dick type note.
Cool.
Yeah,
So
also,
don't-
I can't write Grung, and I don't think he can read Common. So I will leave a note, but I will leave it with somebody. It'll be a verbal note, a message.
Okay, who are you leaving it with?
That's a really good question. I mean, is there like a dedicated barkeep in the bar? Or is it just sort of a
It's
free-for-all?
usually a different guy.
Huh?
Like, it's usually like a different guy every time. Like,
Okay.
you guys have been there multiple times, and it feels like just somebody climbs behind the bar and starts serving. Because they don't like pay for drinks. It's like it's like an opiate to the masses kind of thing.
Well,
But I
could
mean, now they probably pay for drinks, but there's no real barkeep yet.
Right.
Now there's just a little drop box that says for each drink, drop a coin.
Yeah, well, you might have to explain to them what a tab is before they get any crazy ideas.
All right. Anyways,
I mean, I hate to give it to Prudgy again, but who else do we know? The Red Lady, I guess.
there's like 87 Grung, so that you have names for. So.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm on good enough terms with the Red Lady. Like, I'll stop by to say goodbye to the kids, and I'll just let her know. Like, hey, next time you see Krabja, if you could just, I guess he's out hunting right now. Just tell him I said that I know he's going to be great.
I will do so.
Thank you. And again, for everything else.
Of course, dear. I'll also go ahead and throw in some, if only our love could last kind of thing, or do you want to stay away from that? Because he's going to be hot when he finds out you're gone.
I know, I feel really bad. I didn't mean for him to fall in love with me. I don't know what happened.
Well, darling, you shouldn't have been so beautiful then.
I guess so. I'll try not to be so beautiful in the future.
Yes, tone all this down.
This
Or,
guy's
don't.
Right. Yeah, I don't, because I don't really know what I feel or what I would have.
Well, think about this some other time, dear. Not to rush you out.
No. So
another blubbering.
Just whatever you think would sound good. I trust you, and I know everybody here is going to take care of themselves and each other, and then everything's going to be much better. So I'll get out of your hair. Please enjoy everything.
Well, I'll talk to you in a few days when you inevitably send messages to me. I'll make sure to send a return letter. So.
Okay, right. Well, everybody, hey, all of you be good. All right? Be very, very good.
Shut the fuck up and get out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed the fact they're sleeping. I thought I said goodbye to them. Never mind. Goodbye. I'll leave.
Just let them sleep. Dear God, let them sleep. Just got little bags.
No, I'm like, shh, and I leave.
Anybody else want to do anything?
Gagnor's like, get the fuck out of here.
Nope.
Finds out that the sleeping powder becomes the top seller in the town for the kids.
Does anybody else want to do anything? Talk to anybody? I'll take that silence as a no. So at the edge of the village, you see this scraggly-haired, beard.
We should have said goodbye to Gromley. It's okay.
Nobody wants to say goodbye to Gromley. It's not like he didn't open his lung up for you guys.
Did you say bye to your boyfriend, Seti?
Oh my God! Stop calling him my boyfriend.
Your frog friend?
He's out on a hunt, okay? I didn't get to say goodbye. It's fine. But remind me, wherever else we go, not to make people fall in love with me.
Looks at
Right.
Are you supposed to remind her, or am I?
All of you.
All of us?
Grim will remind you to stop making people fall in love with you. You are a bad person for this. Let us go.
Thank you, Grim.
I see the scraggly mustache man. Hello, scraggly mustache man. It is good to see you again.
How are you feeling today, Cal?
Cal. Are we going with Cal now? He's got some bags on his eye. Well, I'm a bit hungover, but not like the throwing up kind of hungover, just like the regular kind of, dear God, why did you pour alcohol on my head mid-near kind of hungover.
Do you want another one?
Oh, no. We are
One
about
for the
to
road?
go.
Mittenir,
I think
stop
you
it.
completely underestimate how dangerous this road is going to be.
Probably, but it'll be fun.
Well, listen. Keep close, all of you, as we traverse. Remember, if you see anything in the mist, it's most likely isn't real, but it can definitely hurt you.
Oh, that's good to know.
So it's not real, but can hurt.
For instance, let's say you really miss your mother. Maybe you'll see your mother in the mist. Maybe she'll have a hatchet in her hand. Maybe she'll cut you with the hatchet. Your mother's not there, but you are bleeding.
Right.
I never knew my mother.
Well, that'd be a really weird dream for you then.
If you see a woman you don't recognize, run.
Because it's probably your mom. All right, so
Dapsy, as a mother, just
So, Dapsy, if you see yourself,
oh no. I mean, I already did that recently. It was weird.
so you'll see Cleary comes running up, and he's got like a big old pack on his back, like way bigger than he had before, and he's like, "I'm ready for this."
What is all
Adventure?
that? You have. What's with
Like
all
got
this stuff?
supplies, of course, and I wanted to be able to defend myself, so I got this, and he just pulls out a weapon that's like a longsword. He's like,
Oh boy. Do you want my old rapier? It's considerably lighter than that.
actually a fair amount of gold on this.
Do you know how to use it?
Yeah, you just put the pointy in the other guy.
sounds good. Let's go.
Okay.
Close enough. Close enough.
Right.
But if you really want the pointy end to go in a guy, you should use what she offered.
Yeah, if only that, if you get tired, let us know. We can put some of that stuff in our fancy magic
No,
bag.
I'm going to pull my weight this time.
Clearly, you don't have to. Like,
I will pull my weight this time. In fact, I've got pots and pans in this pack. Thank you very much. We can do some cooking and have some real meals on this trek.
I feel like we should just dump his entire bag into the bag of holding. Can we do that?
But I have my own personal things in here as well.
Let him carry it for a day. I'm sure he could handle a
alright.
day.
But
I
if you
can
start
handle-
to slow us down, everything's going into the bag of holding, right? And you get it back at the end of the journey.
It'll toughen him up.
Right. Well, I guess we'd better go.
So- Can I grab the back of that and kind of lift it? Just how heavy is it?
I don't know, like 60 pounds.
Okay, so it's manageable, but it is heavy.
Oh yeah, it's heavy.
60
hell's
pounds.
he
I feel
got
like
there?
Cleary's
Like,
probably
75% of my weight.
yeah.
Well, no, on a backpack though, the weight 60 pounds is manageable.
He's got like a 30-pound turkey in there.
You don't know what he's got in there. That's why he doesn't want to hand it over.
Right.
That's fine.
Well, I suppose whenever the rest of you are ready. Yes, as I was explaining before, your slow blue ass showed up. This little trek is going to be about 4 days if all goes well. That's not counting a little pit stop that I have to make, which should go perfectly fine. But Lady Hyacinth is sending me on it, so possibly I may not return. So there's that. So other than that, do we have any questions from our new little Lurkwood explorers?
No, I think we're good. You just, lead the way, give your direction, and we will be good little soldiers.
And when we get to the point you have your thing to do, point us in the direction we go in case you die.
Yeah, that would be very good. But we'll do our best to make sure you don't die, right? If you have a job, then our job is to keep you alive so that you can keep us alive.
I mean, yes, that seems fair enough.
Right. Now let's get out of here.
All right. As you guys take your first steps out of the village, looking at the expanse of the small amount of daylight making its way through here or there, but mostly just the same dark, dreary, misty forest. Looking behind you, you see a place where you were enslaved and a place where you changed many, many lives. We'll end our session there because I don't want to try to do 23 minutes of journeying to just stop in the. I don't. What I don't want to do is say you travel for one day and then we try to bullshit one day when there's. If you encounter anything, it's going to take. Anyways.
Time.
Fair enough.